Hi everybody, thanks for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. Today we are making this very cute, very autumnal little gift box. Oh, it's a little cute triangular shape and the sides slide in as well, so it's almost like a double triangular gift box. The leaf, I'm not sure if you can see that, I think I can catch the light, is super sparkly, and I will show you how I did that. Oh, the light is changing a lot. Let's go back down. This is just a belly band. The little leaf bit is on a belly band, which will slide off. Pop, 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 there we go. And it just opens up like that. And this is my prototype, so it's a little bit dirty inside. But how beautiful is that leaf motif? Now, if you're thinking I don't recognise that designer series paper, well, it isn't a designer series paper. It is hand stamped. So if I can get the belly band back on, there we go. I think I had it. Oh. So next one, let's make the belly band a little bit less tight. There we go, slide that back on into the middle, and I will get on and show you how we made it. So we're going to start with some cardstock and some stamping. So this is Whisper White. It measures 10.5 by 5 inches. We're going to use Colourful Seasons, which is stamp set in the main catalogue. Really good 4 seasons stamp set, and we're going to use this little leaf here. There's a big leaf and a lovely outline leaf as well. This is a really lovely stamp set. This one I did in Calypso Coral, but I thought we would go a little bit, mix it up. This is crushed curry leaf, so I thought we'd do crushed curry stamping. So my stamp set is mounted, and here is my crushed curry ink pad. And all we're going to do is ink our stamp, and we are just going to stamp all over the cardstock randomly like this. And do excuse the nails. Sick mummy and sick children means some things have slipped, but I will have nice nails again next week, I promise. So just basically keep going all the way over your cardstock, rotating your stamp so you get a bit of interest as you go. And if you keep going all the way over your cardstock, you will end up with something that looks like this. And I just think it just looks the most beautiful sort of autumnal look. So now we've done our stamping, we are going to do a little bit of scoring. So let's bring in our scoreboard. Okay, and you know I like to score with the pattern side down. So I need to sort out the light, I'm afraid it's the dark nights are here now. I need to get some better lights, don't I? Okay, we are scoring it along the long side at 2.5 inches, 5 inches, 7.5 inches, and 10 inches. Turn it around 90 degrees, and we're going to score it at 2 inches and at 4 inches. Okay. So that's our scoring. So let's put our scoreboard away, but keep your stylus. You are going to use that a little bit in a minute. I'm just going to firstly fold and burnish those score lines. Okay, that's them in that direction, and then there's just 2 going this way. There we go. Okay, bring in our scissors, and at the start of the end, which is our little 1/2 inch flap, I'm just going to cut up our 2 score lines there and snip that off there, like that, and that off there, like that. Okay, and then we're going to snip up each of these 3 lines here. So you've got the small bit at the top and a bigger section at the bottom, and it's the bigger section that we're going to cut up the lines. Okay, up those 4. We can see now how it's going to start to fold up into a square box initially. Okay. So then what we want to do is this section where this flap goes is going to be our back of our box. So we want this section here to then fold over. So keep your finger on this section here, cut up there. So this is the opposite end to the one with our little flap that we've made here. So cut there, and then we're just going to cut all the way along the top score line, as straight as you can, just like that. Okay, there we go. And now we need to do a little bit more scoring using our scoring tool. And what we need to do is mark very roughly the centre of this square here and this square here, okay? So what I like to do, and you can do it on your scoreboard, so if you just line it up on your grid paper. So here's a 6 inches, so we want to add 1 1/4 inch along, which takes me to there. I'm just going to put a little notch, and I'm going to do the same, so that's on that piece, and then I'm going to do the same on this piece here. So line it up there, 8, 9 1/4, okay? If you want to do it on your scoreboard, if you put this end at the top, you're then going to do it at 3 3/4. Yep, 3 3/4 and 8 3/4 if you want to do it on your scoreboard. Okay, but what we are now going to do is we need something with a straight edge. I'm just going to use a plate from my Big Shot because it's what I have to hand. And what you want to do is line up the corner here with the little notch that you've just made. And then we're going to score along there, like that. And turn it round. And line up this corner with this notch here. And we're going to go across like that. Okay. You see we've got 2 score lines making a triangle. Can you see that? Yeah. And do exactly the same on this section. So just turn it around so I can see my little notch, which is here. Line up the corner here. Go 1. And then line up the corner here. And do it again. There we go. Okay. Now what we want to do is fold this in on itself. So you can just, along that score line, just bend that in so it folds in on itself. So the 2 pattern sides sort of moving in together. And we can just, if you want, you can get your bone folder in to make those creases nice and sharp. Okay, so that's 1 done. And then we're just going to do the same here. So that one's easy. Fold that over like that. And then this one goes over again, just the same. Okay. Right, we're nearly done. Time to build up our box. Now I'm out of snail and the warehouse is out of refill. There was a fantastic offer just finished, wasn't there? And everybody has stocked up on fuse. So I'm going to use some Tombow just to show you the versatility of all these adhesives. Okay, put some Tombow on that little flap there, and then just simply fold over your box and press that down. And because we're using Tombow, we just need to give it a second to dry. There we go. And then we're just going to fold in our base. So I'm going to fold in these 2 side flaps. So this is our top. So we're going to do these 2 side flaps first. And one thing I've forgotten to do, which I'm just going to do before I glue that, I just want to round off these 2 corners. So I have an old corner rounder that I'm going to bring in to do that before I fold it up. You can do it before you do any gluing, and then it'll be the easiest. Okay, so just rounded those off. Okay, so fold in these 2 side pieces first, and we're going to use Tombow again. So a little bit of Tombow on there. Fold that down. Fold our back over first. So this is the flap from the back. Tombow on there. Press that down. Remember, it is Tombow, so you do just need to give it a second just to stick. Go, and then our front flap is going to go back last. So put some Tombow on there and close it up. Perfect. Okay. Then all you need to do is push in those 2 sides where you have done that scoring, and you can see, voila, it flips over perfectly, and you've got that gorgeous little groove on the side, which just gives that really lovely little extra bit of interest. Now to keep it closed, you could use ribbon. I'm going to use a belly band, and I have a strip here of matching crushed curry cardstock, measures 7 by 3/4 of an inch. I'm just going to start on the base in the centre like that. Just nip it round, pinch it round the box, line it up. And remember, it was a bit tight before, wasn't it? I'm just not going to make it quite as tight. I'm just going to take it off and sharpen up those creases that I pinched with my bone folder. And there we go. Okay. And then bring that in, pop this round. There we go. And a little bit of fuse on the end, a little bit of fuse, a little bit of tumble on the base there. Stick that down. Okay. Oh, hold it in place for a second longer. As I said, it is tumble, so it does just need that minute to dry. Oh, it's all popped open now. There we go. Just give that a second to dry, and then we can decorate it. Now we're going to use one of the coordinating framelits. These are called seasonal layers. Lots of leaves, some gorgeous snowflakes that would be great for Christmas. That very popular chair. Really good set, this one. So we're going to use this really ornate leaf, and I've already run it through the Big Shop with some Calypso Coral cardstock, and this is what we get. And to give that shimmery look that I had a minute ago, I'm just going to bring in some scrap cardstock. Oh, that's a nice colour combination, isn't it? That's tempting turquoise and Calypso Coral. They look nice together. I like that. And I'm just going to bring in my Wink of Stella brush. I'm just going to rub over my leaf with my brush, and it will just give it the most gorgeous little, really subtle, sharp sparkle. There we go. And put that away. That's the Wink of Stella in clear, and if I lift that up just as it's drying, you can see that really subtle shimmer that it just adds. Really beautiful. So you want to give that a second to dry, probably a bit longer than I have given it, and then you need your glue dots. And I'm just going to put one glue dot sort of behind the central piece of my leaf, that bit there. There we go. Peel that off. And then that is just going to stick on the centre of my box. A bit further down. Something like that. And can you see that just gives that really gorgeous little shimmer. And I just think it's a really pretty little box, and of course so many different ways you could decorate it, and I think it would also look really great made out of DSP. Remember, DSP is on buy 3 pick an extra one free, so you get 4 for the price of 3 at the moment.